What's something people don't know about the mysterious disappearance of Flight 508? High above the Peruvian rainforest, Lancer Flight 508 battled turbulent skies. The plane, a Lockheed Electra, was on a routine journey from Lima to Pucallpa, carrying passengers eager to reach their destination for the holidays. A routine flight, soon to be anything but. The passengers, a mix of families, business travelers and holidaymakers, settled into their seats, unaware of the impending disaster. On board, 92 souls unaware of the chaos about to unfold. Among them was Juliane Koepcke, a 17-year-old girl traveling with her mother. Then a blinding flash, a deafening roar. The serene atmosphere inside the cabin shattered in an instant.
Before we begin, a warning. What you're about to see is a terrifying and unsolved aviation mystery, one that will haunt you. If you're faint of heart or easily disturbed, this video isn't for you. But I challenge you. Can you make it through without turning away? Most won't.
December 24th, 1971, Christmas Eve turned tragic. What was meant to be a joyous occasion quickly descended into a nightmare. The airliner, crippled and ablaze, began its death plunge. Flames engulfed the fuselage as the plane spiraled out of control. Passengers and crew tossed about like rag dolls. Luggage and personal belongings became deadly projectiles in the chaos, plummeting down towards the unforgiving jungle below. The dense canopy awaited, ready to swallow the wreckage whole. For those aboard, a terrifying moment stretched into an eternity. Screams of fear and prayers for survival filled the cabin as the ground rushed up to meet them. How did Juliane Koepcke survive such a catastrophic event? What happened next in this unbelievable tale of survival? Juliane Koepcke, a 17-year-old German Peruvian, knew the rainforest well. Her parents, renowned zoologists, ran a research station deep within the Amazon. She'd grown up amidst the vibrant chaos of the jungle. Little did she know this familiarity would soon become her lifeline. Juliane and her mother Maria were returning from Lima after celebrating her graduation. Excitement filled her as she looked forward to rejoining her father at the research station. The flight was bumpy, but nothing out of the ordinary, until the storm hit. The sky outside turned a menacing black. Turbulence shook the plane violently. Passengers gripped their armrests, fear etched on their faces. The fasten seatbelt sign blinked ominously. Still, no one could have predicted the horror that awaited them. Juliane and her mother exchanged a worried look. The plane lurched violently, luggage tumbling from overhead compartments. Screams pierced the air as the aircraft plunged into a terrifying nosedive. Chaos reigned as the world outside became a blur of green and gray. The lightning strike had ripped through the right wing, igniting a fuel tank. The plane, now an inferno, spiraled downwards. Amidst the deafening roar and blinding light, Juliane felt herself ripped from her seat. The last thing she remembered was her mother's terrified face. Then silence. She found herself tumbling through the air, still strapped to her seat. Below, the rainforest canopy rushed towards her. The impact, when it came, was brutal, but amidst the wreckage and the pain, Juliane Koepcke was alive. Section 5. Alone. Disoriented and injured, Juliane regained consciousness. She was alone, surrounded by the wreckage of the plane and the bodies of her fellow passengers. Her collarbone was broken, her vision blurred, and her body riddled with cuts and bruises, but she was alive. Panic threatened to overwhelm her, but Juliane clung to a sliver of hope. She remembered her father's words, "Follow a stream and you'll find help." With newfound determination, she began to move, her every step a testament to the human will to survive. Section 6. The jungle's embrace. The rainforest, once familiar and welcoming, now presented a daunting obstacle course. Juliane, weakened and in pain, battled through the dense undergrowth. Thorns tore at her clothes, insects swarmed around her, and the humid air hung heavy and oppressive. Yet she pressed on, driven by a primal instinct to survive and a desperate hope of finding her mother. Her senses, heightened by adrenaline and fear, became her guide. The jungle, once her playground, was now a battleground for her very survival. Section 7, The Will to Live. In the face of insurmountable odds, the human spirit can be an unyielding force. This is the story of Juliane, a testament to the sheer power of determination and the will to survive. Hunger gnawed at her stomach, a relentless reminder of her dire situation. Thirst parched her throat, each swallow a painful effort. The barren landscape offered little solace, its harshness a constant challenge. Juliane scavenged for food, her mind a repository of her father's lessons on edible plants. Every leaf, every berry was scrutinized, her survival hinging on her knowledge and instincts. She ate palm hearts and berries, each bite a calculated risk. The jungle was both a provider and a peril, and she had to be vigilant to avoid anything poisonous. Her caution was her shield, her knowledge her weapon. Rainwater collected in leaves became her lifeline, a precious resource in the unforgiving wilderness. Days turned into nights, each cycle a testament to her resilience. The jungle's rhythm became her own, its challenges her daily trials. Juliane, her body racked with pain and exhaustion, refused to give up. Every muscle ached, every step was a struggle, but her spirit remained unbroken. She knew that giving up was not an option. She drew strength from the memory of her parents, their love a beacon in the darkness. Their faces, their voices, their unwavering support were her guiding light. In her darkest moments, their love gave her the courage to continue. Each sunrise brought renewed hope, a promise of another day to fight. Each sunset was a reminder of the long journey ahead, a journey she was determined to complete. The jungle was her adversary, but also her teacher, and she was a willing student in the school of survival. On the 9th day, her prayers were finally answered. Juliane stumbled upon a small stream. Hope surged through her heart. Remembering her father's wise words, she followed its course, her pace quickening despite the pain. The stream, she knew, could lead her to civilization. As she journeyed alongside the water, she began to hear the distant drone of a motor. Could it be? Was she finally nearing rescue? With renewed determination, she pushed onward, her heart pounding with anticipation. The stream, now a small river, carried Juliane towards salvation. She clung to the edge, using the current to aid her progress. The jungle began to thin, offering glimpses of the sky beyond. Her spirit soared with each passing mile. Then she saw it. A small hut, perched precariously on the riverbank, smoke curled from its thatched roof, a beacon of human life. Juliane cried out, her voice hoarse from days of disuse. To her immense relief, she was heard. The occupants of the hut, local lumbermen, were astonished to find her. Emaciated, covered in insect bites and weak from her ordeal, Juliane was barely recognizable. They welcomed her with open arms, offering food, water, and a place to rest. Word of her survival reached her father. The reunion was one of overwhelming joy and relief. Juliane's story, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, captivated the world. She had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. Juliane Koepcke's survival is a story for the ages. Born in 1954, Juliane was just 17 years old when she faced the unimaginable. On Christmas Eve 1971, she boarded Lancer Flight 508 with her mother, bound for Pucallpa, Peru. Little did she know this journey would change her life forever. A tale of courage, resilience, and the enduring power of hope. When the plane was struck by lightning, it disintegrated mid-air, sending Juliane plummeting 2 miles down into the dense Amazon rainforest. Miraculously, she survived the fall with only minor injuries. Her ordeal in the Amazon, a stark reminder of nature's raw power and the fragility of life. For 11 harrowing days, Juliane navigated the treacherous jungle, battling hunger, insects, and infection. She relied on her father's teachings about jungle survival, using her wits and determination to stay alive. Today, Juliane is a successful biologist, her life's work dedicated to the rainforest that tested her spirit and ultimately saved her. She has written a memoir, When I Fell from the Sky, sharing her incredible story with the world and inspiring countless others. The crash of Flight 508, a tragedy that claimed 91 lives, left an indelible mark on aviation history. It also highlighted the importance of safety measures, and the resilience of the human spirit also gave birth to an extraordinary tale of survival against all odds. Juliane's story is a testament to the strength and perseverance that lies within us all, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. A story that continues to inspire awe and wonder to this day. Juliane Koepcke's legacy is not just one of survival, but of triumph over the most daunting challenges, reminding us all of the incredible power of the human spirit.